Wow. 5:10 a.m. Oof, you know what that means. Brothers and sisters and everyone in between in the grand spectrum of humanity on planet Earth and beyond. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, let's get it on. 3 minutes until the train gets here. Good morning. Yeah, people looking at me like I'm weird, but that's okay. I'm used to that. Why do you think I can't get a date? Because I'm weird. He's too weird. Ooh, he's weird. You're damn right. I let my freak flag fly. Alrighty. First train of the day. The first subway to Boston and Cambridge. Alrighty. It is 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocho degrees Fahrenheit. It's fucking cold. I think my mustache is kind of frozen. Yeah. Oof. Looking forward to getting into the subway car, packed with humanity. And remember, you're a human body, you're a machine. You create 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Just keep moving, keep your limbs moving, keep your blood moving, keep breathing. Bundle up, wear layers. And think of the unhoused population today. Yes, homeless people, hobos, bums, people on the streets. And give them a prayer. And think about them. I heard a horrible story. On the other side of the MBTA, closer to my Medford apartment, is something called Alewife, and Alewife Brook Parkway, and there's a lot of grasslands and parks over that way. And the homeless people were trying to keep warm, and they started a fire, and started a bigger fire, and some poor lady, died. And but it's like 10 degrees, single digits, and these people are sleeping out. And it was like a camp. An encampment. It was a mini tent city, and Cambridge is a sanctuary city, so they allow that. But what else are these people supposed to do? They need to cook. They need to keep warm. So they need to do what the cave people did, make fires. And guess what? The fire got out of control, and it burned a bit of their tent city and claimed one of their own. Wow. Hard to say live and learn, because that's the name of the show. Live and learn is the name of the show. It's something my mom said to me over and over again growing up. Here comes the train. Whoo-wee. I put on a good, healthy layer of Eucerin or something like that. One of the like the clear. Yeah, there we go. The clear stuff. Oh boy, let's get on the train where it's warm. Ooh, burr. These guys. Ugh. All right. How you doing today? Good to see you. Everyone out there in TV land. How's it going? It's time for Buffalo Bill's Wild Circus Ride. whatever that means. No, it's Live and Learn, the gratitude show. We talk about gratitude first thing in the morning, frame our day, organize our souls. I give thanks and gratitude for the Foundation 8. I make a gratitude list. I started off with the Foundation 8. I then, and then I build on that and I elaborate. Whew. I'm going to take my hat off so I don't overheat. I have 3 thermal shirts on underneath a hooded sweatshirt, a Columbia vest, and a Columbia storm coat. I got some gloves, so it's bearable, it's manageable, sure. And I put on, I smeared all the, I just remember childhood memories of my mom putting this lotion on my face before I would leave on a winter day, and I would struggle and be moody and pissy about it. And but as an adult, I'm a fan of history. I read this book called Mayflower by Nathaniel Philbrick a few times, and it's about the Pilgrims and the first Thanksgiving, and the Native Americans. They would cover themselves with bear fat, and that's how they would, hunt, get around in the wintertime. There was an escaped prisoner, and one of the Indian braves covered himself from head to toe in bear fat and ran after him naked in the middle of the winter in the dark forest. Came back with his head. I'm impressed.
Entering Quincy Center.
And that's my last work day for the holiday break. We're going to be closed for a couple of days during the holidays, and we'll return in the new year. Today is the big clean day. So it's not a work day, but it is a work day. Come in normal
Next
time.
stop, Wollaston.
6 a.m. First train of the day. And today's all about cleaning. We actually started last week, so me and my crew are looking good. It's always clean, so it's not like it's always about maintenance. It's not about letting something get so grimy and dirty. Plus, it's a kitchen, for God's sake. It ain't like the teenage bedroom where you have piles of dirty clothes and some shit. No. It's a professional kitchen. But gratitude, so I started off my gratitude list with the Foundation 8. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I build on that, and I elaborate. How was your weekend? It was alright. Mine was okay. I didn't do anything. Actually, I don't know what happened, but I didn't slip, I didn't fall, I didn't improperly lift something. Maybe it's the cold, maybe it's just getting old. It's huge pain in my lower back, on the right side, above my hip. And it's I don't suffer from that. Maybe it's my turn. So I kind of spent all weekend kind of just hot showers, putting, icy hot biofreeze, or a THC cannabis rub, Motrin, and lots of bed rest. Just I didn't do anything. I didn't need to. Nothing's done right now. I mean, sure I could be in bed for packing. Sure I could be taking apart closets in Quincy and making room for my stuff.
Entering Wollaston.
The beach is wicked far down the street. Pack a lunch.
Yeah, Wollaston Beach is it's a couple-minute ride.
In the summertime.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, big smear of lotion really helps with it insulates you. Not only just keeps your, skin, like, avoiding windburn and cracking and shit, but also
Next stop,
literally
North Quincy.
insulates you. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm a convert. I can do it. I can do it. I had a decent weekend. I mean, I didn't do the show yesterday because kind of my back. I was just like in a lot of pain and just wasn't feeling it. Plus, I did not go to my comic book shop this week to pick up my new books, so I had nothing to show. And I read a bunch of books too, but I'm just like, yeah. So it's took a break for the holiday. I will be back next week, Saturday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, with the Super Sully Sunday stream. Best of, worst of, 2004 roundup of pop culture and specifically comic books. That's right there. Yeah, we had a decent breakfast. I finished up a strawberry pancake parfait. 50 cents. 50 cents.
Entering North Quincy.
Oh, no.
That's what you need, 50 cents. That's like to go. Mr. Oh, jeez.
No smoking,
No.
please.
Be kind to people today, I guess. It's pretty cold. And most people have their hoods up today too, so at on this level, I mean seriously, you've got off your breath overs. And somebody could be creeping behind you. Could be the Baba Man. Oh, Baba Man. Creeping up in the Baba Man.
Next stop, JFK UMass.
That's all the rhyme I remembered. It's from the League, an FX comedy show from over a decade ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm just, I had a good weekend. I hope you did too. Watch Sopranos. I made a huge pot of American chop suey, leftover ground beef. You know what? And all these cans of tomato goods. Check all the dates, all these canned goods in my mom's condo. Anything that's past the expiration date gets thrown out. And here's a can of tomatoes. It's gotta get used. Well, here, chop up an onion, chop up some peppers, boil off some macaroni. Boom. American chop suey, otherwise known as Hungarian goulash, aka Hanji Gunji. It's a name I got from my stepdad. He calls American chop, well, in his family, they call American chop suey Hanji Gunji, and that's a thing too. And I'm like, oh, my first thing, oh, I can hear the word etymology there. Being like, Julia Poindexter here, in the Project Poindexter. You're so smart, then why are you so broke, kid? Well, I am smart in my own way. You know what? I'll tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I've negotiated suffering. And a lot of it has to do with being single, and making the conscious choice of being single. I bemoan the loneliness sometimes, the lack of companionship, and intimacy, cuddles, of company. club. It boils down to like, but for the past 2 weeks, my timeline, my YouTube timeline, the algorithm has been suggesting a steady diet of women's voices, specifically red-pilled women's voices, not blue-pilled voices. I think all of these voices are black, to be honest with you, and or bruised pills, because all this red and blue stuff, they bruises, you know, and so about this process. But all this thing about like, so it's like women dissing other women in a way, and about looking at TikTok about women bemoaning single life. Where are all the good men? Why aren't there any good men out there? You know, these voices are saying there's plenty of good men out there. Just got ridiculous standards. They're not good enough for you. Good enough isn't good enough for you. Never settle. Be the Disney princess. Get what's yours, sister. All that stuff. And like the most ridiculousness of it. And also the whole meme pose thing of enjoying the male rolling of them. And I'm like, yeah, that's and I think it's being amplified to be honest. Again, feminists, Schadenfreude is an amazing word. It's a German word, and it means taking joy out of someone else's suffering. Germans got a word for everything. But Schadenfreude, and just like, and I know that there are plenty of good women out there. That's fine. I know there are plenty of good men out there. I feel, hey, I am a good man, supposedly. In theory, I am. But logistically, realistically, I don't make enough money. And the whole thing about being like family court system, divorce court system, everything's so biased in the woman's favor that that man can lose a lot when a woman by fiat just decides, well, I've had enough of this, and decides to do something better. To give up on that. So even though I would ideally love to be in a relationship, I am so blessed and grateful that I'm not. Incel pride, baby. Yeah. The whole thing about incel too, that's kind of like a female malarkey. Because listen, I'm a guy. I got disposable income. I could literally pay for it if I wanted to. I could. Pay me great. That's male privilege. Yeah, so I never had to. We're not outright to exchange money for goods and services rendered, you know. But realistically, I could always, you know, take a trip to Nevada, take a trip to Toronto, where it's legal and regulated. There are healthcare standards, you know.
JFK UMass.
JFK, the commuter rail and buses. So this is one of the stations, one of the two stations that I grew up near. Used to be called Columbia Station back in the day, and also it used to only have one platform that serviced the Ashmont line, and that was a good example of systematic racism, because the people of the South Shore, Quincy, building the Braintree line, wanted some mitigation away from the less savory elements of lots of these neighborhoods, meaning black people. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So in the 80s, when I was a teenager, they built the second platform, and because there's lo and behold, JFK UMass. Now there's two things over here. There is the John F. Kennedy Memorial Library, the Presidential Library. Every president has one. It's like a museum, and it's
Next stop,
it's,
Andrew.
It's right on the harbor, the harbor. It's got a great view of the harbor. But also, UMass Boston. University of Massachusetts in Boston is over there. And then after that, in the 90s, they opened up the commuter rail, the Purple Line, the train, not the subway, but the rail, train. But yeah, so passing by my old neighborhood, looking directly at my childhood bedroom right now. There it is. So yeah, I grew up between two T stations, Andrew and Columbia, aka currently known as JFK UMass. But yeah, so it's I mean, like, I would love to be in a relationship with all these red-pilled women who are, saying, good on you, men, for your MGTOW. MGT will tell you MGTOW. Men feel like they're on the way. Because they talk about something. They talk about something very intrinsic. And I'm really grateful. Plus, that I achieved total peace. I have a peaceful life. I had a really peaceful weekend at my own pace. I decided to do exactly what I wanted to do. Into something. And because I needed to. I needed the rest. Maybe I drank too much on Friday. I have to be careful about that. But overall, I have a peaceful life.
Smoking,
Pizza
please.
places is right upstairs. Union Square has pizza, canned pizza, like Greek style. Love it. Extra cheese and bacon. My mouth is watering. Once a year, I would go get one. Go eat it in Columbia Park, now called Joe Moakley Park. So when you're thinking about retcons and changing the histories of your precious IPs, remember, parks
Next
and
stop, Broadway.
streets all the time. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody remembers. Dudley Square is no longer Dudley Square anymore. It's Union Square. Why? Because times change and people want their reflections of this, that, and the other. Yeah, but I've achieved a measure of peace in my life. And I suffer from stress and anxiety and panic attacks and moodiness. And I'm seeing the silver lining. Yeah. It's easier to balance and negotiate the loneliness when you realize how peaceful your life is, how that you don't have that agitation, you don't have that energy, stressing you out. There's a balance there. And I'm much for that. I'm grateful. And all of these YouTube posts that just like shorts of women complaining and then a woman popping up being like, yeah, no, if you weren't such a bitch, if you weren't such a jerk, yeah, no.
Entering Broadway.
Entering Broadway Station. Broadway's on the other end of South Boston. Right above us is the South Boston Triangle, where there was like 3 or 4 different old Irish bars that were all mobbed up. Back in the day, the Triple O's, the Quiet Man. They're all long gone. Yeah, if it's Monday morning, I hope you don't get a case of the Mondays. I hope the Mondays get a case of you. you instead. It's a cold one. Bundle up. Say a prayer for the unhoused population, the homeless people. They could use, your prayers. They ask you for money, don't whip out your wallets. Anyone smart enough knows where to get shelter and how to get help. Really. If they're on the right
Next
side
stop,
of history.
South Station.
And say a prayer for them in your thoughts, especially a day like today when it's in single digits. Yeah, it's true. And it's not. I hope you had a great weekend. What are you grateful for? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to know, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for you, everyone that tunes in. We're grateful if you smash that like button and turn on those notifications and perhaps even share that share button. Get some more people here. And I want to pay the forward, pay this forward, feeling of gratitude lessons. I really do. And if I can help one person, the way that this helped me, is unusually a tempestuous, moody fuck. And I used to be so bent out of shape and angry, and so lonely, so like, wasn't I worthy of being loved? And I know that. I just but I'm happier being in peace, having bliss. The balance thing. I can always pay for it if I wanted to. Seriously. You know it's gonna happen. I know, huh? Okay, well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you maybe tomorrow. I
Entering
don't know.
South
I
Station.
might take a holiday break. You'll go when I. South Station.
Change here for the commuter rail and the Silver Line.